Greetings, fellow brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of the Getting Coach series, where I am getting coach to work on the business side of my coaching craft. So this is week number 7, day number 6, and yeah, it's still a day where I am still processing what just happened yesterday or the last 48 hours. As we could say I took um, another step to my journey, but at the same time I still working on the first step of my journey. So yeah, it comes with pros, it comes with cons, it comes with excitement, and it comes with a little, not backlash, but definitely there's are some disagreements there, and that's more on the side of course, family, friends, the people that matter the most. But as I've been saying for the last few days or even more, that sometimes you have to step outside of the box in order to bring something new, exciting, and improve the box, improve the quality of the life with the people that you care about. Now, that doesn't go to say that you keep doing this path without the consideration of your family, your friends, those people who are really close to you, whose opinions matter, but not to the extent of uh, is it hinting or hunting? Just stopping your growth, right? Obviously, because there's a point and place and stage that you want to achieve, but at the same time you have to realize who are those who are going to support you on your journey, who are those that are already there where you want to be, and definitely who are those who will follow you or join you on your journey. So it's not to the point of just being a dick and I'll do anything I want, and you're either with me or against me, or you either can follow and join me, or just unfriend me, unfollow me, or just get out of the way. So you still have to, yeah. At the end, it's not being reactional. It's still being to the point of reflecting, either taking those 5 seconds and saying that, are we at the breaking point, right? And that's the thing. Like, for me, it's like, it's that feeling, how close or am I to the breaking point? Not only like for myself, for like by myself, it's, I'm for my growth, but at the point for the people that matter around, like family, like my spouse, how far am I to that point where I just need a break right now, or like, I can't do this anymore. Like, so yeah, that's the thing. It's a little bit transitioning, or just reflecting and just processing as much as I can. I know trying to be the middle party, or if you see those lines of people, one end, the person starts the message, whispers it in your ear, and then hopefully when it gets to the other side of the line, hopefully the message is still clear, received, and hopefully the same message, that most likely word for word it's not going to be the same message, especially a lengthy one. But how far from the point of the message and who's receiving it as well, right? So we can look at this. We can look at this paper and say, oh, like you can see, it's white, right? And for me, I see some blue, right? Obviously, the shadow, whatever, all the lights is making some shade, but yeah, like you can see white on your end, and I could see some blue. So obviously, yeah, you don't see what I'm seeing. I don't see at the same time you're saying we see the same piece of paper, but we both have different meanings to it. So that's the thing. Like I'm working with my coaches. I'm working with their team who are helping me towards like building a coaching practice for me. All the processes, the systems that I need, and then obviously, you know, sharing that, and they don't see the systems and information and hand holding that is going on. So obviously, it's just hence stuff that they can see on paper or stuff that just basically is being told by you, but at the same time, you know we see the same price figure, and obviously not doing any work towards that. And like I said, they're not the one who signed up for the course or for growth, right? They're just being supported, but at the same time, it's just like what are you getting for all of that? Well, I myself know what I'm getting for all of that. For the others, for the rest, it's like it's just a big price, right? With just obviously, like I said, they're not getting the experience, they're not getting the knowledge, and they don't see the value because they're not doing it. They weren't planning to do it, right? So yeah, it's just that's the other side of it. But overall, like all the stuff that I need to uh, work towards, every step is covered, from the starting point, finding your voice, finding your message, finding the people that you're wishing to serve. Just basically starting your starting point, and then going from there. How can you handle 10 people? How can you handle 20 people? How you can handle 50 people, right? How can you make this a huge following? What are you creating to make this a legacy for yourself? So that's the thing. Those are the things that you can only explain, but what does that mean? It's still this piece of paper in front of you, but mine has writing on my side. So yeah, I mean, it's it was a huge thing to process yesterday, because I know what I'm getting. At the same time, I'm having to deal with obviously not producing the results because I don't have the confidence for in myself, right? Because obviously I'm wanting more. I'm wanting to work more on my coaching craft, And then it comes from comparing, and that's another dangerous thing, comparing yourself to others. For myself, comparing myself to what my classmates are doing, what other coaches are doing, and seeing what the next level up are doing yesterday. That's just yeah, I'm just like, that's next level of thought process. If and for myself, like obviously they've been practicing this for a longer time, and for myself, if I could only tap into 1% of that, or say 5% of that, that's gonna be huge for myself, for my growth. And then obviously, once again, it's not always about growth, it's about results. At the end of the day, it's really about the results. And that's the thing, it's I kind of, broke a promise to my wife, as like I said, she gave me the opportunity to pursue this 8-week course, now being 10 weeks, uh, to get at least a sale. And I haven't done that because you know I'm holding back, that I'm needing certain things first, like say a more established course, because I'm set up as a one-on-one or hourly, or meeting up with clients once or twice a week, rather than here's the material, the course material, the digital material for the next 8 weeks. Follow through with that one, and we could connect once a week. And then if you have any questions, I'll help you through it, right? So yeah, I still need some tools, but obviously it's still about just having that conversation, and then all that other stuff will come later. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I there's that breaking point, right? And I'm trying my very best to not go over that, and at the same time, just chipping away at myself, and uh, getting myself ready for those uncomfortable conversations, because that is where my growth lies. That's where the next stage is. And if I'm not taking the test, then obviously thinking about all those year end or end goals is useless, because you're taking the really really long route to get there, and getting there through hourly, yeah, I mean, it's a long route and creating a huge impact. And then with that, being able to create a huge difference and impact. So yeah, I'm having to reset, as I'm kind of starting the new journey, but and still have about 3 weeks remaining on my first course. And yeah, that's the thing. I just need some clarity up there. I just need to really, once again, regroup myself. Like, what does my schedule look like now? I still know what I need to do from the first week, because yeah, it's the next course is more of like fine tuning all that process of reaching out, and fine tuning how to really refine that message, and you know really find those people who really need that message, who really need solution that you have to their problem and to their challenge. So yeah, it's a good segue into my daily homework. So let's get started. This is gonna be almost 30 minutes long because I just need to let that all out today. All right. So what I am feeling once again, I'm happy, excited, but at the same time, I feel bad for putting this on my family or putting this on my wife. Like I said, it just seems like breaking a promise to her, and it has nothing to do with my coaches or anything because that's all they see. It's them that like, they're just getting more from you when in fact, like I'm not taking the steps, and that's on me, right? And that's the thing. Like I'm not taking the steps now to now reach out to people. Right? I have that fear. I have that imposter syndrome, and once again, I'm comparing myself to other people where I need to just focus on what I can do and who I can serve because, like I said, they have different. Message. They have a different audience. There are people who are in Airbnb. There are people in religious shaming. There are people who are wanting to coach brokerages, and then I mean there are people who are help deal with stress and anxiety. I myself is helping parents raise successful children. So yeah, just a lot there, but I mean, like I said, I just need to deal it with one day at a time. From here on out, just don't do anything else to piss off my wife, right? So no extra purchases or anything, and just really get over myself and just do it. So, all right. What I'm grateful for, just having these conversations. A lot of people do not have that conversation. A lot of people don't release that conversation. Sorry. And a lot of people just try to deal with that on their own. And then, it becomes the voices get louder and louder and you reach a breaking point. So I'm grateful just to have this conversation. I went over to my bestie's house. Obviously once again, it's the side of just seeing the number, and obviously they have no other information than what I feed them. And sometimes that's not, and obviously that is not enough, right? Because at the same time, I'm learning and I don't know all the processes. I don't know all the experience, tests, knowledge that went into all those processes or knowledge. And it's more word of mouth, and one word can set people forward. So one word can set people back in a negative way. So I'm definitely once again just thankful that they're there once again to help me, you know, just release and be as supportive as they can, but at the same time, just trying to help me not go over the end, right? So, all right, moving on. Whom I serve, once again, end goal, it's always about the youth, giving them all the tools and resources that they need to get through life, and get through to college with passion, with determination. So, whom I serve, I help parents raise successful children. I'm happy and grateful that I am now easily earning 10K a month for helping parents with children between 8 to 18 years old. With my support, confident, supportive, and inspired parents can finally become the best role models for their children's future. Without me, they can't achieve this. They are terrified that they will lose their children to bad influences because they can't always be there to guide their children's decisions and journey. But I will not let this happen. I will be providing the parents with the tools that their children will not learn in elementary and in high school. These parents need me, and I will not fail them because it's not about me. It never was, and it never will be. All right, so my belief. So it is Saturday, so once a week, kind of change it up. But first off, I am so happy and grateful and truly free when I successfully nurture and elevate 100 of my loyal VIPs, my community, towards their passion and purpose. All right, so the questions I asked myself: can you think of a time this belief was not true? So basically, as my answer here, a few times when I made suggestions during coaching practices with my classmates and sharing my experience with others. So basically, there are stuff that's holding me back, there's stuff that's holding them back, and realizing that these beliefs are constructed, these beliefs are not really true. We just put so much emphasis to it that we created our own fear. But in fact, that it is possible. We just and it's being done. We just aren't not getting over that hump because either some past experience, some past message, some past programming that is holding us back. Next question: what do you really want to experience? I want to experience that they believe in me and trust the process. It will take some time to see results, but they know I will find a way to get them to where they want to be. So this is basically asking what do I want my clients to experience. So if people know me, I will try to find a way. I might not have all the answers at that moment, but I will find a way, whether it's asking my fellow coaches, my fellow classmates, my fellow teachers, and reaching out to them again with the answers, the results to those questions. But once again, I will not give up and I will find a way to help them, support them. What belief must you have to support this reality? My answer: I am creating positive changes for others by planting seeds and solving an immediate challenge while matching it with a story or previous experience. So basically, I believe from this question is basically like, how am I gonna help my clients with the reality, the support that they need, that this is for them, that this there are others that have achieved where they want to achieve, where they want to go. So whether it is my own stories of success or the stories of past clients, or the stories of, yeah, my fellow classmates, teachers, and as well their clients, right? Sharing the stories and sharing it with them that it's possible. All right, and then lastly, and this is what I share every uh, Sunday to Friday: create 1 to 2 bullet points to program this new belief. So, you guys heard this one already. I am happy and grateful that He is listening to my prayers and that He has my back. I'm happy and grateful that what I practice has given me powerful answers and results tenfold. So, with that, once again, wherever I'm tasked with a different challenge, that is usually, once again, self made, right? Giving many layers now to that challenge, that not really supporting it, but making it feel like this is why it's more harder and harder and harder and harder because of all these reasons, instead of just like taking it from the surface and just finding ways. So, as for my experience, once again, it's just like, I know I'm going through challenges myself, but realizing a lot of these challenges are not there to stop me, and like it's there for me to grow from. Like, He does not give me challenges. What's the point in giving a challenge that we know that he's not going to be achieving, as like saying example in reality, like, okay, like this is $1 million, we want him to make $1 million, but obviously all he hasn't even made 10,000. So you're getting from 10,000, you're wanting to jump to 1 million. Yeah, it's just unrealistic, you know, expectations to put. So yeah, the challenges are just the next stage up, and once you just deal with that next stage up without adding layers why it's not achievable, you know, yeah, developing the practices to see it clearly, to see those opportunities, to see that message, to see basically and spot the answer. Yeah, that's what I've been, these practices have helped me do that. But yeah, just not thinking too much of those extra layers that makes me blind to seeing the answer right in front of me. All right, so moving on to, oh, there's still one part there. So once again, now moving into what my end goal is. So yeah, it's seeing myself surrounded by youth and a lot of people on the fields at a local high school here in my city. We all gathered for words event that we've created together, and yeah, there's so many people there in the stands or bleachers, and all of us are on the field, or let's say football field, soccer field, same field. And yeah, me being in, well, I mean, moving from the top field to the main field now, so my vision has basically upgraded, so that's great. Yeah, it took 7 weeks and 6 days. So, but anyways, yeah, it's debriefing with the youth once again. Something, what they achieved today is amazing, is inspirational, and that this impact will definitely benefit our community, benefit this high school benefit the city in general, and that they are future leaders, role models, difference makers, that they can take this knowledge, this experience towards wherever they decide and destined to go. They should be proud of themselves. They can hold their head up high, knowing that they are gonna change many lives, whether it's their own family and friends, but also the community, the circles that they will reach out to, that they will create. And so, being surrounded by many youth huddling, I'm asking them to put their hands in the circle, where hopefully it looks like I'm in the circle of this. And yeah, well, some of them putting hands over hand, but overall, we're counting down 3, 2, 1, youth. And once again, the people in the stands, the bleachers are clapping. The kids are looking at one another and giving each other high fives, hugging each other. Feel the energy, feel the expressions on their faces. And then, yeah, we achieved something on this day that is the start to many more. And then, hopefully, I'm still young enough to experience that moment, that I can create more and more moments of that and see more and more of these moments created by all these youth that were here in this field. See it happen in neighboring cities, and then seeing it happen in different parts of the world. This is a day that I'm looking forward to experiencing in the near future. All right, so once again, Tass, continue this live stream. Obviously, now I need to take bigger steps, the bigger tasks towards reaching out to those people who I wish to serve. All right. So in closing, once again, it's and my once my bestie told me today, you can definitely reinvent yourself. Stay here, reset, regroup, refocus yourself so many times you want. If it's not going towards a bigger picture, it's not going towards improving yourself. Hence, that comes from if it's only there just to fuel your addiction, only there to fuel your bad habits, you're not going to find any new results. You are going to be stuck in the same circumstances. You'll be stuck in the same situation that you're hoping to get yourself out of. You're continuing to dig the same hole, hoping to get out of it. You're ending up just digging your own grave. So once again, it's not only just resetting, regrouping, and refocusing, having that purpose, having that passion, not only just doing it by yourself, but having not just like whatever, just trying to like reach Tony Robbins like status, or all the bells and whistles that he has to offer to get you from your four-figure income, right? Trying to make the the seven-figure income. Can you just at least find something, and most importantly, if you can, find someone to at least get you to that next stage? Say doubling, if you're doubling your income, your results, reaching where you want to be. Say even like just reaching, five figures, right? Like myself, just reaching that five-figure mark where I've been, or like doubling, like where I've been only kind of averaging uh $4,000 a month, and that's from my own work and my eBay business, and then once again just having that client to replace one, then hopefully replace those two, then start building from there. It doesn't have to be from, starting from there and then hopefully winning the lottery, right? And that's what everyone wants to do, is win the lottery in such a small period of time, but realize, you know what? Even the fastest person that I saw win the lottery took them 1 year, right? It's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a week. And at the same time, millions and millions and millions of people lost, and there's only one winner. Do you like to have those odds? I don't think so, right? Do something that you can control, but then it's really important for you to, at this moment, decide. If you need to reset, start thinking fresh, regroup what you have, what can help you, move forward, and just refocus on what is all this meant for. What is your voice? What is your purpose? What is that passion that's going to help you get there? And the difference of passion and hobby is that you don't need to be told to get up to do it. This is something that you can feel in your well-being, mind, body, soul, in your heart, that you want to get up early. If you set up your time for 7:30 a.m. in the morning, you want to get up at 6. Like, you cannot sleep. This is your calling. This is what you want to do. This is what you're meant to do. And that's the difference of having a passion versus hobby. And hopefully get into that a little bit more, but that's another episode for another day. All right. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today. If this was helpful for you, feel free to give it the thumbs up, a like. Once again, feel free to subscribe, feel free to follow, and hit that bell notification of 3 dots to get notified when I go live once again. As of now, it's every day in the evening, as I want to reflect for the day, want to learn and reflect for the day, and always look for a message, look for insights first thing in the morning. But once again, yes, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead. Stay cool, stay safe. Check in with your loved ones, especially the elder, as it is getting hot wherever you are logging in from. But yeah, we'll see you again. So have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, wherever you are logging in from. And most definitely, we will catch each other once again. Continue to overtake your potential. And yes, peace out.